and in that surrender I have found so much peace. And February was such a beautiful month for me. It was short, sweet, and beautiful. And today I want to share with you what made this month so special and what are the things that I'm taking with me to March, and what would I like to do differently in March. If we have not met as yet, hi there, my name is Onge, and my channel is all about self-love, self-care, and self-improvement. I love walking in this journey with all of you. So today, I want us to go through what made last month very beautiful and what are we going to take with us to the next month. So the first thing that I did last month was to let people solve their problems. I have always been a people pleaser for the longest time, that it would make me so uncomfortable when I see someone not being able to solve something, and I would be so impatient if I see that someone is struggling with something. I'd always want to jump in and solve that problem. I remember even at work, I work in a team where sometimes we have to do a report together. So you do your part, I do my part, but we present that as something that is combined to our stakeholders. And in the past, what I would do is, if my colleague would send me data that is wrong, incorrect, has wrong spelling or numbers, so what I would do is I would go through her data and fix it for myself, go to our stakeholders with data that is clean. But I've noticed that it has made me so resentful and angry, and I would feel like, why am I doing her job, even though I did not have the guts to go to her and say that, hey, look, your data is incorrect, so we need to fix it so that we don't look like fools in front of our stakeholders. So this month, even though it was a bit uncomfortable, I told myself that if something is wrong, I'm going to go to her and tell that, hey, your data is incorrect. And the response was so beautiful. There were no fights. When I told her that the data is incorrect, she would go and fix it. And for me, that was a win. So I stopped trying to meddle into people's businesses. Right. Hi, welcome in. And so if there is something that I need from someone, if you need to do your problem, you need to do it. And I stopped jumping in. And I've also realized that actually when you are always solving problems for people and not giving them the space and allowing them to solve their problems, that is also a form of disrespect, because what that means is you do not trust them to have the ability to go out and solve their problems. You're not giving them the chance to show off their skills. You're not giving them the chance to be the best versions of themselves. Okay, I don't know what happened with my life, but I was still saying that what I did differently in February is to stop meddling into people's problems and start letting people solve their problems. Hey, hi guys. Yes, I am in South Africa. I'm going to answer all of your questions at the end of what I want to say today. So keep the comments coming. And yeah, so I was still saying that February for me was a very beautiful month, and what made it beautiful was the fact that, first of all, I stopped trying to meddle into people's businesses. I stopped doing things for people. So if I know that this is your responsibility, I step back and I allow you to do that, because I realize that always doing people's things is also a form of disrespect. It means that you don't really trust them to do what they're supposed to do, because you think maybe you are better, or maybe you think you are smarter. So at work, if someone has not done something, I go to them and then I tell them that you need to do this, and then I sit back and then I let them do that. And the response has been so beautiful, because I feel like sometimes we stress so much about things that are none of our businesses. We stress so much about controlling how other people react, how they do things, because we are so uncomfortable with the awkwardness or with the quietness. We want them to do things the way we want them to do those things. So let everyone around you to do their jobs, and also just do your job, right? And then the second thing that I feel like really made my February so beautiful and so peaceful and amazing for me is I started grounding myself. This is something that I've heard from Tony Robbins, where he was saying that You don't need to sit down and meditate for maybe an hour or 2 hours. You don't need to sit down and pray for an hour or 30 minutes, but you need to have the time to yourself. And for me, I give myself 10 to 15 minutes every morning. And in that 15 minutes, what I do is I sit down, I breathe, and then after that I count the things that I'm grateful for, just three things that I'm really grateful for. And then I just remember those days where I was really excited, and I remember those blessings, and that really helps me to be in a good mood instantly. And then after that I send love to the people that I love, my family, my friends, and also my colleagues, and also to strangers, right? And I've noticed that after doing that, I always feel so good. So, sending love to people that don't even know that you're sending love to them, sending love to your colleagues, sending love to the strangers that you meet on the road, that has really changed everything for me. Even when I am driving and someone maybe cuts me off, or someone it's very slow and I'm getting impatient. Instead of being so angry, I started saying, God bless you in my head, God bless you, and just sending love to those people. And you will not believe how that will change your life. Remember that you you are powerful, you have love within you. So the more you send that love to people around you, the more that love will come back to you, right? So I started doing that, and my days have been so amazing. People that I did not get along with at work, they started coming around. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I didn't know how to handle that. I was like, oh, okay, what's happening? And I realized that it might be the fact that I send everyone love, everyone that I'm gonna meet, whether it is someone at the store where I'm gonna go and buy something. I send love to everyone because I know that I have love within me, and that is how be so much more loving and compassionate towards people. We don't know what people are going through out there. People are going through so much. So the minute you send love to everyone, you are doing your part, and that is so amazing, right? And then another thing that I feel like has made my February so beautiful, something that I've always been doing throughout, not just in February, is going to the gym. For me, going to the gym has really helped me to be grounded. It has helped me to be more confident in myself, to look good, of course. But going to the gym and making sure that my heartbeat goes up a bit and I'm training my heart has made me so good. My skin has been glowing because I've been taking care of myself, and taking care of yourself is so important. When people are giving you compliments saying that you look so beautiful, you look so calm, it is because of the things that you do for yourself. So someone is going to say that you are glowing now just because you know that in the background you are the one who's drinking the water, you're taking care of your skin, you're doing your morning routine and your afternoon routine or your evening routine. So take the time to take care of yourself, and you will see that reflecting with the people that you meet all around you. Okay? And then another thing that I started doing also in February that I feel like has really made so beautiful is I started having check-ins with myself when it comes to finances. You know, when you go, when you spend money, you spend a lot of money, and then you're so scared of going to look at your bank balance because you know how much you have been swiping, and now you're wondering, oh my God, how much do I have? Do I have enough to survive for this month? How am I going to survive for this month? So what I started doing is, instead of ignoring my finances and just hoping that I will be okay, I started confronting those fears and going to my bank balance and checking, okay, where am I spending my money? And I have noticed where I am wasting so much money. And because I've been so aware of my bank balance and what is happening, my finances are slowly but surely improving. So take the time to face your fears, whether it is for you your bank balance, or maybe it's something that you feel like you're struggling with at work. Go and face your fears and see that problem, and write down, how can I solve this? And also what I've done is I started thinking, okay, where am I at with my finances, and how can I do better? What can I stop buying that I feel like is wasting my money, and what can I start doing, whether it is maybe opening a savings account, opening an investment account, or maybe finding an advisor for yourself. Ask yourself, which areas in your life are you avoiding, and what can you do on a daily basis to make sure that you are doing better and you are improving in that area of your life. And it doesn't have to be finances, it can also be a gym, right? So if, for example, you want to improve the way your body looks, you can ask yourself, okay, what am I doing right now? Be aware of your habits and then ask yourself, okay, what can I do differently going forward? And don't look at goals that are so big that they stress you out. Look at something that is achievable, something that is small, that you know for sure that I can definitely do this one today. Whether it is maybe just walking for 10 kilometers for a day, or maybe just going to the gym and doing something that is scary for you, whether it is yoga or maybe doing HIIT workout, whatever it is. I have learned to face my fears. So if something scares me a little bit, I go there and check what is happening. Why does this scare me so much? And I've realized that we are so fearful of things that are not that scary. Sometimes in our heads, we exaggerate what something means, right? We think that, oh my God, this is such a big deal. I remember even when I went for Toastmasters and I would be so nervous to do a role only to get comments from people that have experienced that tell me that they did not even see that I was nervous while doing that role. So sometimes in our heads we exaggerate, we feel like we are not good enough even though we are doing so good. So send compassion and love towards yourself. Treat yourself as you would treat your best friend, right? And then I think another thing that made my February so beautiful is yoga. I love yoga so much. Yoga has made me so flexible. It has made me trust myself more. It has made me stronger. And I really love it. And I believe that the more flexible your body is, the more healthier your body is, the more easier your life will be as well. And I'm sure you've noticed when you are going through something and let's say you have financial issues, right? Or you want to buy something and you don't have money for it. The minute you get sick, you don't care about anything that is happening around you. The only thing you care about is your health, because your health is your wealth and your health is the most important thing, right? So the minute you get sick, all the problems that you have, they start to take a back seat, and now you're focusing on getting better because you realize that there's so many things that you've taken for granted when it comes to your health, the way you eat, the way you drink, the way you move your body. So your health is very important. So take the time to take care of it and to appreciate the health that you have. So for me, yoga has helped me to be flexible, has helped me to be strong, has helped me to be confident in myself. There are moves that I've seen that in order for you to do this, you have to trust yourself. And the minute you trust yourself in one area of your life, you get confidence to trust yourself in other areas as well. So whether you're doing a crow pose, a headstand, the minute you realize, oh my God, I can do this, you want to challenge yourself and ask yourself, okay, what else can I do? What else um, can I try to achieve that is going to show me that I'm really, really powerful, I'm really strong? So every time you go out of your comfort zone is the more you will trust yourself and the more you'll want to challenge yourself and go out there and do more amazing things for yourself, right? And then another thing that I feel like has made February really beautiful is I've realized that time heals, right? And sometimes when you're going through something that is really difficult and that is really painful, you feel like you will never heal. You feel like it will be painful like this forever. But there will be a moment in your life where you realize, oh my God, I am healed. You realize that when you talk about that thing that really hurt you so much in the past, it doesn't hurt anymore. And you realize that you are genuinely happy. You're not happy because you want to prove a point. You're not happy because you want your enemies to see that, you know what, even though I went through this thing, I managed to stand up for myself and go out there and achieve my goals. You realize that you are really genuinely happy for yourself. You are no longer pretending. You're no longer faking it until you make it. You are really happy. So I've realized that when you are really aware and in the moment, and you look back, you realize that time really does heal. It might take a year, it might take a month, but give yourself the time to go through whatever that you're going through without bypassing, without pretending like you're okay when you're still going through the most. Allow yourself to go through that, and I promise you, you are going to be okay. Time heals, and the way you will see that you have healed, you will see that your taste has changed. The things that you used to love before now no longer move you. Things that used to trigger you do not trigger you anymore. Things that made you want to boil and be angry and hit someone do not do that anymore for you. You just look at things and then you realize that my energy is so expensive. You realize that I am not going to give everyone the peace of my mind, because my mind is such a beautiful asset for me. You realize when someone maybe gives you a wrong order, or when someone cuts you off, you realize that it has nothing to do with you. You realize that people who make you feel angry, that you bump into, that is not personal. It's just a way for life to show you areas of your life that need healing. So when someone makes a mistake on the road, you see that, okay, maybe they're going through something. When you see someone driving super slow and you get angry, you realize that maybe I am being taught to be more patient. Maybe I am being taught to slow down, because maybe God is trying to protect me from an accident that is on the way that I don't know about. So time heals, and I've learned to trust the process, and trusting the process is the best thing you can ever do for yourself. Sometimes we want to control everything, we want to do things the way we want them, but the minute you surrender, the minute you let go and realize that you are always guided, you are always loved, you have always been loved, and you will always be loved. For me, that has really made me so happier to know that I am guided, I am protected from things that I have no idea about, from things that I don't even know are a threat from me. So letting go and surrendering and going with the flow and trusting the process and trusting your creator, right? And then what else did I want to share? Okay, another thing that I feel like really made me happier, like I said, is sending love to everyone, to strangers, even to my haters. You know, there is a saying that you need to love your enemies. For me, that is so difficult. That has always been so difficult. But what I would do is, if I'm angry at someone, I would send them love. But in my head, I would be thinking, oh my God, I don't want to send them love. I don't want to see them happy. I want them to hurt the way they have hurt me. I want them to go through the pain that they have made me feel. But what I've done is to continue sending that love and saying, God, I want to send this person love. I want to love them the way you also, God, loved people who are not perfect. But I can't really do it. I'm trying my best. So this is what you're going to work with. And the more you do that, the more you realize one day that you are sending this person love, and you really mean it this time. You're sending this person love because you are thinking that this person has hurt you so much, and you believe that once they receive the love, they will not hurt another person the way they have hurt you. And you realize that not everyone has to go through the same pain that you have gone through. So just because someone has hurt you does not mean that it is okay for them to go and hurt other people. So send love to your enemies. Send love to people that you don't love. Send love to people that really trigger you, even if you don't mean it at first. But I promise you, the more you do that, the more you will feel so at peace. The more you will also love yourself. The more you will realize that you have so much love within you as well. Hi, Sam. Hi, guys. Okay, so I'm done with talking about the things that I feel like made my February so beautiful. Now I want to talk about what I am planning for March, and then after that I will take your questions and then we'll just chill and chat, guys. Okay, so in March I am planning to continue doing my 10K steps on a daily. This is something that I started doing after my birthday in December, because new year, new me. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to walk for 15,000 steps on a daily. It was just a challenge for 30 days for me, and I did it in January. But I saw that it was really difficult because it's a lot of effort and time to walk for 15,000 steps. So I decided to push it down a bit and have 10,000 steps per day. I was able to do that in February, maybe for 27 days out of 28, because it's also difficult to get to 20. It's also difficult to get to 10,000 steps, but this is something that I really want for myself because it has helped me to be in a great mood. My body also feels really good, and I feel like it's really amazing. And also, what I do when I'm working is I listen to something that is good for myself. Maybe I listen to a good music and I sing along, or maybe I listen to affirmations, or sometimes I journal about something that I'm going through. So I love this, and this is something that I'm really going to continue doing, even though I also go to the gym at least 4 times a week, right? And then another thing that I want to do in March is to have a core and abs day. You know how people always say that Mondays are for legs and glutes, Tuesdays are for chest and triceps and biceps. I've never had anyone saying that they have a core and abs day. And something that I've heard from my trainer that I feel like was really important is that all the muscles that you want to grow at the gym, you have to work on them. For the longest time, I only trained my legs and my glutes, my lower body, because I think for girls, that is what we want the most, right? And I wouldn't do chest, I wouldn't do abs, I wouldn't do back. As a result, I could not even do one push-up. Now I can do, I think, five good push-ups, right? And I realized that is so true, because when you're someone who works out, people can tell. You don't have to tell them that I go to gym. People can tell that you really are dedicated when it comes to gym, by the way you look, by the way your body looks. So now I want to start having a day where I dedicate that to core and abs. So my trainer said that any muscle that you want to grow, any muscle that you want to reveal, you have to train it. Yes, food and diet is important, but you have to train that, because if you do not train it, you will have a flat stomach, but you will not have the abs. You will not have the defined abs that you want. So you have to train those muscles, right? So I want to have a core and ab day in March. And then another thing that I want to do, a challenge for myself, is I want to do one masters that really scares me, whether it is an arm counter or a timekeeper. I've never done a timekeeper actually, or maybe the what is the other role? I don't know if I can be the president for a day or the toastmaster for the day. I don't know, but I want to challenge myself to do one role that is scary for me in toastmasters, and I know that I will be so proud of myself after doing that. So I challenge you as well to do something that you feel like is scary for you, just one thing that you know that, okay, for this month I will go out of my comfort zone and do this one thing for myself, right? And then the second thing that is it third or fourth? Another thing that I want to do for myself this month is I want to also go back to doing meal plans. Meal plans have helped me to save my time, have helped me to be more consistent with eating healthy, because what happens if you don't know what you're going to eat and you're under pressure and you're really hungry is you grab anything that is around you. So when you have a meal plan, you know that, okay, this is what I'm going to eat, and I know that this is healthy and I know that this is good for me. So I want to do meal plans, and I'm not gonna commit to doing that throughout the whole month of March. I will commit to only doing that maybe 2 weeks, and then I'll see how it goes, right? And then my other challenge that I have for myself in March is I want to go live once every weekend for the month of March. And if you are watching this, I invite you to please join me and keep me accountable in doing these lives on a weekly basis. And even today, I did not want to do my live because it is cold. I just want to sleep and watch something on TV. But I have realized that I've made a commitment to myself that I'm going to go live, and also I have beautiful community that I'm building that I want to show up for. So I did it even though I did not feel like it. So I want to continue doing lives at least once every weekend, and I'm hoping that all of you guys will be joining me in this challenge that I have for myself, right? And then another thing that I want to do for myself is I want to break the addiction that I have with WhatsApp. I don't know if any of you guys have any addiction to any social media. For me, it is WhatsApp, and I always feel so guilty and bad. I even saw something on TikTok that I felt like, oh my gosh, this is talking to me. Where someone was saying that, in the family, there's that family member who is always posting everything. They post where they're going, they post the food that they're eating, they post um hi Sia, thank you so much for joining in. They post the food they eat, they post where they're going, they post everything about themselves. They feel like they are WhatsApp influencers, and I felt like, oh my god, is that me? I don't want to be a WhatsApp influencer anymore. I don't want to post all of my moves on WhatsApp anymore. I want to take a break from that and just stay away from it. And also my other issue was TikTok, but I deleted the app because for me that is so addictive, and I'm not gonna lie, I do not have the willpower to stay away from TikTok. I don't know how other people do it. For me, I can stay on TikTok and watch 3 videos, but before I know it, I've been there for 2 hours, and I've realized that my time is really valuable and I don't want to waste my time. Hi, Sia. I am in Johannesburg. I know Devonville. I was actually scammed in Devonville. I was actually scammed in Devonville a long time ago. I went there for an interview in another company, and it turned out that that company was a scam. So what they would do is they would interview you. After that, they tell you that you got the job, but now you have to pay. I think you had to pay 500 rand, I think 500 rand or 600 rand. And back then I was so broke and I was so desperate for a job. If I had that money, I would have paid it, but I didn't pay. And then my friends that I went with to the interview paid, and then it turned out that it was a scam. So once you pay the money, they would say that you need to go and find other people, and then also they pay money and then they take a portion. They take a portion of your money from that, and that is how you get paid. So, but Devonville is really nice. It's a beautiful place. I love it. But I was scammed there. I can never forget. And what else? Okay, the last thing that I want to do for myself in March is I want to save my energy. I feel like my energy is expensive. And like I said, I don't want to give too much attention to things that don't really matter. I don't want to waste my time things that I can't control. I don't want to waste my time um, trying to fix things that are not meant to be fixed by me, right? So yeah, that's all that I have for you guys today. Yes, yeah, I was scammed today, but I love Cape Town. By the way, Cape Town is my second favorite city. I love Cape Town, and I have not been to Cape Town for a year. I miss it. And hi, Sam. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna leave my live really soon, and now I want to watch something. What do you guys recommend I watch? What are you guys watching currently on Netflix or on Showmax or on Amazon Prime? Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in. What are you guys watching currently on TV? I want to binge something, and it's cold today in Johannesburg. It's raining. So if I can have tea and a series, I'm good. What are you guys watching on TV? On Netflix? Oh, on Netflix or on Showmax or Amazon? What are you guys watching? Thank you, Sophie. Where are you from? Johannesburg. Johannesburg. Sorry, what happened? No, it's fine, Sia. It's fine. I'm gonna cuddle myself, Sia. uh, what are you guys watching? No, how's my lights? What are you guys watching? I want to watch something. Have you guys watched what is that series? I don't know if it's a series or a movie. The Chosen. I think it's called The Chosen. I'm thinking of watching that, but I don't know if it's a good idea. Have you guys ever watched that? Ah, no, that is very old, Sarah, and it's scary. I don't want something scary. I want something lighthearted, something fun. Like, so I'm into things that are really funny, like Bang Theory, The Office, Modern Family, those kind of things. I was watching Anger Management, but I think it has been removed from Amazon and I haven't finished. Maybe I might go back to watching Shameless. Do you guys know Shameless? It's an old series that I never finished. I might go back and watch that. But I want something that is lighthearted, something that is not too serious. I want to laugh. I want to laugh more. I want Oh, are you a Pirates supporter? So wait, you traveled to Johannesburg to watch the match and then you went back to Brianna. What is Brianna about? I'd love to watch, but I don't know. What is it about? Is it and where is it? Is it on Netflix? See, did you come to Johannesburg to watch and then you went back to Cape Town? I don't know it. But I watched kids shows as well. One show that I really enjoyed recently was one show that I really enjoyed was Despicable Me. I really love that. And then another one was what is it? K-pop Demon Hunters. That one. It was really nice. I loved it. Um, but I want a movie, not. I don't want to watch something that's too serious. I usually watch a lot of reality TV shows, but not in the mood. Yo, that is nice. That is nice. You guys love soccer. I can't believe you can travel all the way. I've not been to FNB Stadium for a match. I think for 2 years. for 2 years. But I know the vibe at FNB Stadium is really nice, especially when it's a derby. Last time I went for a derby and Pirates lost. It was so bad, and the worst part is I was wearing the t-shirt. So when you're wearing the t-shirt, it's even worse because now they know who you support. And when you have lost, it is so humiliating, and people are so mean, especially the Chiefs supporters. So, and also we lost, didn't lose it, but we didn't know where we parked. We looked for the car for a very long time. Guys, I'm going to love and leave you here. Then I'm gonna go and watch Bridgerton. And thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much for watching and sharing your time with me. And I really love and appreciate all of you. And until next time, goodbye.